V'nam Adonai Eloheinu haolam ma'aseh yadenu. V'nam Adonai Eloheinu haolam ma'aseh yadenu. Shalom haolam ma'aseh yadenu. Okay, good evening everyone. Be'ezrat Hashem, Na'aseh v'Natzliach. We should have a lot of success in this shiur. You know, should tell you I was very busy with a lot of studies, different studies, and many people today doing Hilula of Rabbeinu Marco. You know, like usually that the Rabbeinu Marco passed away in the month of Nisan. Okay, and this day was. Huh?
Which one was the Rabbi? Chaim Vital?
Yeah, Rabbi Chaim Vital. Marco, in a very short way we're saying Marco.
Yeah.
So it's also very important that to know that his Hilula, it's at a very high level than all other tzaddikim, for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons that we know that the entire Kabbalah, the secret of Kabbalah, is being revealed from the Ari to his student Marchu, and only Marchu has the permission to write it down, whatever the Rabbeinu Ari said, and nobody else. And the story, we will say a couple of stories over here. I will try my best, because I couldn't have enough time to prepare everything. We will try to say a couple of stories over Rabbeinu Marchu also. I want to tell you first one thing. I know it's very important you should know that. What is the significance? What's the secret behind saying stories of the rabbis? What is it? They say that in the Chassidut they're teaching us, they're saying there that when you say the story of the big rabbis, when you say their story, when you talk about them, what you do specifically is the day they pass away, the day of your side. What you do is you are a me'orer. What's me'orer? You're waking up. You're wakening up the source of that rabbi of his neshama. What he do is his neshama coming in that place and giving the bracha or the energy of that place, talking his Torah or within his story. So when we say his story and we try to explain to the world that how big they are, how big they was, and what they did in this world, how much benefit they brought in this world, the world himself receiving an illness. Could you believe it? By just by the story, when you're talking about the story of the rabbis, like Rabbeinu Marchu, just by saying this story. It's not like we're sitting learning Gemara right now, or halacha, or something new. Just to say his story. So much the neshama, there's such a high level. Well, Rabbeinu Marchu, he was a very special person, and we know the story of his that Rabbeinu Marchu. What's happened is, I will tell a very short way. Rabbeinu Ari, he was in Egypt. You know that, yeah. First he was in Israel. He's born in Israel. His son that was the I think you know that also. And when he was young, his father passed away. So he go to Egypt and he live over there. The Ari HaKadosh. His father passed away when he was very young.
His uncle.
Then he go to his uncle. Yeah, his uncle was very rich in Egypt. So he was there, and go there and he married one of the rich person, also his daughter, and they were supporting him. And he was so big tzaddik, Rabbeinu Ari, that before his mother was pregnant with the Rabbeinu Ari, already Eliyahu Navi came to his father, the father of Rabbeinu Ari, and he told him, very careful what your wife gonna eat, and what your wife gonna drink, and what you're gonna look at. She's very careful, because it's very big tzaddik coming to this world. And I'm going to be sandak. Eliyahu Navi saying to the father of Rabbeinu Hari, I am going to be Sandak. And he did whatever the Eliyahu Navi Zachaloto told him. After she got pregnant, he was very careful. And of course, he took his Sandak. How? It was interesting. They said in the morning they was already praying, they knew to the Brit Milah. Today's the Brit. And time running. Everybody saying, come on. Mohel here, the child here, everybody here. Let's go, let's make a Brit. He's saying, soon. Now, somebody has to come. They're waiting, who else have to come? You're not going to say, you're going to come. How are you going to say? You're not going to say, you're hiding. He was standing, people are just to get nervous, upset. They started, some people started to leave already, but he didn't give up. The sound of the rabbi says was also his test. And he saw Eliyahu Navi coming in. When he saw from far right, he was sitting in the chair of the Sandak. Eliyahu Navi came, he sat on him, and he took the baby, and make the Brit Milah, and the good name is Yitzchak, Rabbeinu Ari HaKadosh. Well, I told you, fortunately, he just, when he was very young, his father passed away, then he go to Egypt. Over there, he started to learn a lot of Torah, a lot of the Zohar HaKadosh. Of course, the Zohar HaKadosh how came to saying this story by himself. And one day, Eliyahu Navi Zachaloto came to him and said to the Ari, you have to leave the place. You must leave the place. You have to go to the Tzfat. You have to leave the place. You have to go to Tzfat. There's no place for you over here. You must leave. And he said, you should know, you're coming in this world for one reason. Could you imagine yourself? Huh? He said, for one reason. You don't have a long time to live. One of the rabbis said, I don't know how to get the story. He said, you don't have a long time to live. There is one person, his name is Chaim. You go big and you're teaching your Kabbalah to him. You're going to him, you're teaching your Kabbalah, and that's it, you've done your job. This is your job, to teach him Kabbalah. And nobody, only to him. And nobody should know that you're teaching him Kabbalah. And they said that Rabbeinu Ari go to the Israel. I forget exactly the story. They said he came, he wanted to enter to the city, and he saw the Samach Mem. He came from the Jerusalem. He wants to go to Jerusalem, go to Israel. He saw Samach Mem. He saw that evil angel that is standing up in Israel, in the top over there. How you call that? The Muslims.
Dome of the Rock.
Yeah, one over there and one on the other side over there. I don't remember what he said. He was standing there, and he's saying to Ari, you're not going to come enter to Israel. If you're going to come to enter, I'm going to kill you. And he turned a different way. In the end, somehow he get to Tzfat. When you go to Tzfat, he didn't show himself, like who he is. And over there was a very big rabbi also, Rabbeinu Ramak, Rabbeinu Cordoviro. He was the Kabbalist who was sitting and teaching the Kabbalah of the entire city over there. And he was an old man also, a very smart man. It's not always a regular person. And the Marchus rabbi was Ramak, was Cordoviro. He was learning from him, and he knew Kabbalah, stuff, everything. It's not something the Ari came and Rabbeinu Marchus didn't know anything. He knew, he studied, you know, Zohar, you know, Geshas, Shulchan Aruch, you know, all the Torah. It's not like, and he came, and when he was there's a couple of
Versions.
huh?
Different versions.
Different versions by saying. Somebody said this. We're not sure. I don't know which one is for sure 100%. Some say I heard that one version I heard that the R.Eliyahu HaKadosh used to come to his dream, to the Marcus' dream, and tell him, listen, you have to come to me. I have to teach you Kabbalah. He get up one day saying, who is this coming to me, my dear Kabbalah? He put attention. So one other version. One version they said that there was any shiur in the midrash but the Moshe Cordova giving shiur, and somebody talks to the heart of Rabbeinu Marcho, which the Ari also was there, and telling to him, you have to come with me, you have to learn Kabbalah. He cannot concentrate, being somebody telling to him, you have to come to me. Something like that. In the end, they meet each other. And he was not accepting the Ari like somebody special. Like, you know Kabbalah, okay, so what? You know, I also know, you know. And then he asked him some question, he couldn't answer, and he understood from that word that he's really special. And then Rabbi Ari pushed him away to teach him a lesson that he was not nice the way he come to me and tried to learn from me the Kabbalah. And he understood he made a mistake, that he didn't enough respect the rabbi when they meet each other by the conversation they had it. And he decided to make ta'anid, he decided to make fasting. So he made a couple of days fasting, he started to put the ashes in the sack, everything, all the kind of stuff, crying, praying. So one day Ari meet him, tell him, okay, I saw what you did this and that, now you accept it. Then he came and he started to learn. When they learned, the Rabbeinu Marcho said, how long did they learn? I think not even 2 years. I think a year and 8 months, something like that. Let's say 2 years. Let's say 2 years. He said, I think 18 months. He said that my hands was stick on his hands all those 2 years, non-stop. Which means wherever the Rabbeinu Ari is there, in the Shabbat, in his house, in the shul, in the street, wherever he is, he was with him. It was sticking on him like a glue. Thank you. Yeah, that to learn, receive from the Kabbalah, all the entire Kabbalah's learning. And he said that he received from him so much, if he was not doing a mistakes, whatever Rabbi told him not to do that, he would receive more. But since he did a mistake, Hashem took the Rabbeinu Ari. Well, some said he came to Gilgul of the Rabbeinu Rashash. Some says, we don't know how much true it is, but some say it really true it is, because when the Ari was already passing away, they were supposed to cry, and they said to him, what are you going to do with us? I mean, you're passing away with so much to learn, so much to know, you know. And he told them, if you deserve, I will come. I might come. So some said it was Rabbeinu Arav Shalom Sharabi. Some said, why? We don't need to bring million reasons. If we're just going to take one reason, I think it's more than enough. Nobody from all the Kabbalist people through generation, nobody give an explanation detail by detail like Rabbeinu Arashash. Nobody. He's like a professor of entire Kabbalah of Rabbeinu Ari, of the Marcho. It's something unusual. So we do see that but the important thing we should know that even those we're saying this Ari, but the messenger of that is Marcho, because if Marcho was not taking from the Ari, not giving to us, we would never know, you know. So it's through Marcho that he took from him and he gave it to us. And by that we're knowing the Torah Kabbalah till today. And I will tell you some stories here and there, whatever. If you have questions, ask questions.
So the Kabbalah that people study now, who's it from? Where is it from? From which rabbi? You said the Ari, everyone else. It just passed down from the Ari to his students, and now.
There's not so many students. It's only one student. That's his name, Rabbeinu Marcho. That's what today is Hilula. That's it.
And then he passed it down to his students.
I will tell you what's happened. It's one of the story. I'll tell you what's happened. When the Rabbeinu Ari passed away, what's happened is that the Rabbeinu Marcho, he had all those, he was writing, nobody else writing.
Notes.
Nobody else, he was writing. He had a lot of papers. A lot. One day, Rabbeinu Marcho, Rabbi Chaim became sick. He became sick so badly, they said he might not come back. I mean, it was like it's like for sure, it's almost no choice, no chance to come back. So much he gets sick. It was a very rich person in that town, also Talmid Chacham, but it was a very rich person. And he became one of the shurim I listened. He said, in our calculation, like a couple of $1 million. At those time, I don't know, we're giving coin gold, whatever. In our calculation, they make calculation. I don't want to go to detail, but it came out like a couple of $1 million. He came to his wife, Marcho, and he told her, give me the
Papers.
give me the papers. He said, he's saying, and you're passing away. What are you going to do with this? Look, I'm giving you, let's say, an example. Let's say I'm giving you $10 million. 10 million, it's not $1, it's $10 million. You know, look, take the money and give me the papers. And he said, I promise you, I'm not going to do anything. I will return. I just want to copy it. I can write down and give it to you. This is the money I'm giving to you. And she gave it to him. And he took the copies. I mean, the papers. He took the paper, like a miracle. Rabbi Marcho come back to himself, became an illness. He said to his wife, where's my papers? She said, I sold them for $10 million. She said, what do you mean? Who gave us to do that? He said, we know when you're going to come back. He said, who is this? This and that. He right away took all the $10 million. He gave him back to him. He said, give everything back. Everything, give it back right away. And he returned it. He said, also what you write down, return it, everything he said. But again, after that they said, something happened. Which is, what happened? They said, for sure he didn't give all the copies.
I heard he buried a lot of stuff. He hid it.
That's something else. That's different story already. Different story.
But he knew that he had to pass it on.
That's different story. You're talking about after the Marcho passed away.
I heard he
The
buried
Marcho himself.
Yeah.
That already after he passed away. That's what's happening. Already the books, he gave it to him, he took the back from that guy, and he wrote it down, and he, after he became old already, that's it. His last stop was Damascus. That place, because he was traveling many places, like in Israel, then Tzfat, then Jerusalem, then here, then again Tzfat, then over here, then there, and then last stop was Damascus. Right there, he passed away, and there's
Syria.
something like, I don't know what exactly.
Syria.
Yeah.
But,
Now-
but the point is that I'm trying to say that he knew that he had to pass it on. His teaching. That's the reason that Ari told him all that, to pass it on.
He was
Right?
right?
The Kabbalah.
Yeah. So why he buried it? That's what I don't know.
He left something. He gives something. But not everything. Not everything. Whatever he think what he was supposed to give, he give, and others he didn't give. He took with himself. Then one of the story I heard that there was learning and they get stuck. Many other papers we need with not enough. So they started to pray and they make ta'anit. The couple of rabbis came. They make starting fasting, doing some tikkunim, and speaking with the Marcho, telling him, please, we need. And he came to the dream and he said, okay, I'm giving you permission to dig my grave and take the papers.
He was right where he was buried, right there.
After he passed away.
I said the paper was right where he was.
Yeah, the papers was like this. Some said paper was on his chest, closing with his hands. How what's happened? They opened the grave, and after a couple of years, many years, they opened the grave and they saw. Садись нормально, там не видят сзади меня. And they saw his same body the way he was, nothing changed. Yeah. So when they opened the grave, so they saw the papers, everything
On the chest.
and with the hands holding this. Suddenly they saw the hands open up by himself. But they scared to touch, so they start to take one paper by one, like this, like one. You cannot take 10 pieces like this, one by one. No, yeah, you cannot. You're laughing. So they take
scary.
one. So they take, of course, scary. So they take one. But, well, I don't know. They take a couple of things. And suddenly, for the last, the hand, doom, close like this. That's it. No more. But a lot of more left. So they understood until hearing your permission. No more. They close back again. Say, Rahma, Rahmonet. Close the things. Took the paper, and from that they start to
Learn.
And they said many papers, the clear ones, exact ones, inside there on him. It's nothing. He didn't let go. I don't know why. I don't have any. I don't have more information on that. Why like that? But that's what happened. And the Kabbalah starts to go after that.
Spread. Yeah.
Start to go. Yeah, they start to study and learn. And
After him, Kabbalah started.
huh?
Yeah.
So Kabbalah started after him.
Yeah. We have today. We have a many way of, but all them sources are already nothing really changed. Nothing really. It's not different. Some people saying, oh, this kind like this and like that. I really saw many studies, and I'm seeing them all on one path. It's not something totally different thing. It's not same thing. Maybe a little bit different version, but in one is everything going in one direction. Everything is one direction. Now, one thing we have to know before we're gonna see some stories about the Rabbeinu Marcho. What is significant really the learning of the Kabbalah? What's really significant? What's such a kind of big thing is this? They said also that the R.Eliyahu said to the Rabbi Chaim Vital, and he said he used to ask him how his level of his neshama and what is the neshama. We're going to try to see a couple of stuff over here to tell you, and he said like this. Listen over here. See, we don't realize that. We don't realize that. One of the important things in the Kabbalah to know, what is it? That I know how to deal with the mitzvot. I know how to deal with mitzvot. Which mitzvot? All the mitzvot. You're never ever gonna compare somebody holding tefillin in his hands and trying to put on his hands on his head, somebody doesn't know Kabbalah, or at all don't know anything, or somebody do know. It's a big difference. Understand? It's a big difference. Now, when you're holding the Siddur, when you start to pray, when you're holding a cup of water, when you say bracha, it's different. It's not the same. It's totally different. That's one of the reasons I always scream and yell, and in a good way to tell you. Put attention for every praying, put attention for every amen, put attention for every... Kabbalah teaching you connections to bring the Geulah. R.Eliyahu said, also Gaon Vilna said that. The Geulah, our redemption, is going to be through the learning this, not to the Gemara or other stuff. It doesn't mean we should not learn the Gemara or other stuff. We have to learn everything. But real Geulah is going to be through this study. Now, some people saying, oh, I know many people learn, they might get crooked, chas v'shalom, this happened that, you know. Look, there's a couple of ways of learning. One of the way of learning, yeah, let's say you want to be like biggest Mukabalim, know the Kabbalah, which you could do stuffs. This one, even I'm not going to go for that. I will not try to be close to that. Because I don't believe in our generation how such a people, clean people to deal with this kind of things. But one thing I could for sure tell you. One thing I for sure tell you. When you gonna know basic things, how the world really standing, what's happening when I'm doing any sign I do, doesn't matter what, you feel different. You live different way of life. It doesn't mean yes you're not gonna have Yitzhara. It doesn't mean you're gonna fail. It doesn't mean it's will happen. You're gonna fail. You're gonna get up again. But again, your job, your work, it's not gonna be the same thing. It's different. It's different. It's totally different. Now, when you're gonna say Amen, you know what he's doing it. When you say Baruch Shmo, you know you're not gonna miss. There's no kind of thing you're gonna talk in the show. It's impossible. You're gonna know when you learn Kabbalah. You're gonna know what is this klipa. Klipa, what is klipa? Shell. What is shell? So it's not that. When you know inside, you know there is a called klipa. It's called ankle system energy, who are bringing a distraction to the world, who creating a chaos, a negativities, a hell, pain, whatever you're gonna call. What is this power? From where is this power? Where we're getting that power? Why that power in the world in the first place? These things teaching you. Understand? When you go learn to, you know, when you do mitzvot, you have to make connection. When you do mitzvah, yeah, you have to make connection to separate from that mitzvah the zohama, the I don't know, there's no word for that in English, or there is, I don't know, maybe zohama. It's kind of negative energy from that first snake, the sin he did it, that until today we're suffering. You are separating that zohama, that negativity from that mitzvah when you're doing it. There is a connection to do that. That proper way. You see, basically Kabbalah teaching you that your stuffs, it's you know what you're doing it. It doesn't mean if you're going to do mitzvah, suddenly you're going to see things flying or something happening. Nothing. You have more awareness. You see the things more strongly. You feel different. You feel you're doing something in your life.
A deeper understanding.
More understanding, more view of understanding.
Sensitive, more sensitive.
Yeah, when you pray, when you say Hashem Sfatai, you know what you're doing it. When you say Hashem is Aleph Dalet Nun Yud, why the Hashem Sfatai starting with Aleph Dalet Nun Yud? Could you tell me, please? Why not with the Yud Ke Vav Ke? Chaim. Why? You have to know, because you learn a lot, you study with us a lot. Why? Give me small hint even, whatever you know. Why we say Hashem Sfatai, the beginning letter with the Aleph Dalet Nun Yud? Why is not Yud Ke Vav Ke?
One is the Rahman, the other one is Din, no?
Who is Rahman? Who is Din?
Yud is Rahman, the other one is Din.
But you're not doing it with Yud Ke Vav Ke.
I know.
My question is why okay, you say Rahmanut, it's even stronger. How come you're not starting with Rahmanut? You say Yud Ke Vav Ke. Why Aleph Dalet Nun Yud? You have a point, by the way. I don't know if you know what you're saying. You have a point. Okay, let's say you're right. It's that Yud Ke Vav Ke Rahmanut, and then it's not Rahmanut. So we should start with Rahmanut. Why we starting? Why Aleph Dalet Nun Yud? Okay, you understand what I'm saying to you right now?
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah. So what's the answer?
And that Chaim, do you understand my point? And there is the Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. And it's Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. It's not Yud Ke Vav Ke. It's not Yud Ke Vav Ke. It's Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. Why? Make a Yud Ke Vav Ke. But you could learn that. It's a matter of learning when studying. It's a matter of studying. Learning to know. Why is Aleph Dalet Nun Yud? Because Aleph Dalet Nun Yud is a Malchut. It's a Shekhinah. And it's nothing to do with Rahman right now. She herself, full of negativities. Not she's a negativity. She have that negativity on her from our sin.
Shekhinah.
Yeah. Understand? So you basically bringing that Rahmanut on her to your through your language. I'm saying that. Just give a little bit explanation. By you open your mouth. You're saying Amonai, and you know it's Alif Dalet Nun Yud. You bringing down to her that energy of to make her less negativity and or make her more, to give her positive energy. Let's say. You getting my point, or you're not getting my point?
That's a lot of kavanot.
Oh, but again, this reality. You get my point? I'm saying that's reality.
Well, he just took tip of the color.
I didn't say nothing here. Just word that in you. Look how much we're talking. You know how many things over there?
That's college.
Forget about that.
This is pre-K. College over there.
Okay, listen. You are age of college. You're not of age of pre-K. You're not age of pre-K.
You're right.
That's the whole thing. So that's the whole thing. Спасибо, хода, да? Молодец. Ты пошел очень рано. Пошел бы в 12. Anyway. That's the whole thing, guys. We have to understand. You see, where our Mr. Redemption, what you want in your life. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You understand? That's the whole thing. I know we all was working, we have running, we have to do things, do stuff, we have to do this, we have to do that. But again, we came in this world to make restriction. You know that. Make restriction. This restriction apply not only between you and your wife. It's also apply with your parnasa too. You could make another hour working, but there is a shiur. I have to close my store early or come to shiur. It's a couple of dollars waiting over there. And then you're coming 10:30 in shiur when everybody left already. Why? Because you want a couple of dollars over there. It's called restriction. What do you want? Do you want to restrict and you want to have more understanding of the Hashem, or you want more physicality? That's the whole job, our fight. Now I'll give you some stuff for the Marcho. Guys, we're gonna let me see a couple of stuffs. Oh, look. I'm gonna give you some stuff he's saying over here. What Rabbeinu Marcho told him. He told him what to do. Okay, listen over here. Gambijer Murizal, his teacher giving him an azhara, how you said it, warning him. שקודם תפילה שחרית נקבל עלינו עשרת אחלה כמוך. You see, this thing, everything you have in your siddur, הרי אני מקבל, from where do we get this? הרי.
Where is it again? After Hashem.
Before Elokeinu Elokei Avotenu. Before, after Hashem Yichud and V'inu Am, and you're saying, הרי אני מקבל, I'm taking by myself to love everyone. No? From where do we get this? From him.
After Hashem
From here. What I said. So Rabbeinu Ari told them to Marcho. You see, that time was not already. That time and that time still, the tefillot was not like our time. It was still not prepared. While with the Marcho with Rabbeinu Ari, they together. He learning from him, and he, by time, also doing the order how to pray and what to do. And from that book, we're learning, and we know you have the oldest Sephardi book from the Hari, whatever Mark giving to us. So it's like this. And you pray before you pray, you have to talk about yourself loving each other. So that's it. You know what is that? It's like a doraita. Unbelievable. It's teaching you how much you have to work on yourself to not hate your fellow Jew. It's not easy. You know that? How is hard? And we're very upset. Режем до конца. From the corner. Cut it off.
From the root.
From the root. And he's saying over here, after Kamocha. From the root, huh? Now, just see how far just see how far we are from reality. See? Just see how far we're from reality. And you can see the Jews, Shomer Shabbat, Shem Yishmor V'Yirachem. Shem Yishmor. You can't live with Chol Yisrael Nafsho. You should love your fellow friend. Grisha, don't skip look at me right now. He's saying love your fellow friend like your own soul. Could you believe it? Could you believe it? Like your soul. You know that?
What if this friend hates you? How are you going to love him?
You have to love him double.
But it's not answer what he's saying. He didn't say anyone you hate, you could continuously hate him. You have to love each other. Everyone.
Force yourself to love him and somebody...
No, look at the reason. Look at the reason. Look at the reason. No, every single thing has a reason for it. It's not just kaska, the story, blah, 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 and that's it. Look. כי על ידי זה תעלה תפילתו כלולה מכל ישראל. With that connection, your prayers gonna all go up with all Israel. Which means, even you by chance or by mistake, you pray yourself. You pray yourself. Because you said Ahavta Chamocha, that you accepted, your tefillah gonna be stick with the Jews, with Am Yisrael, and gonna go up. You will not be separated from the Am Yisrael. I mean, I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. When you pray yourself, yeah, it's not so good unless I don't want to say many stuff because people are recording here, they're gonna understand me the wrong way. I don't want to say, but again, halacha is halacha. You have to pray with majority. You have to pray in minyan. Unless you are something big, you don't have to be kavanot, because until you say Shema Yisrael, they already finished. They already say Hallelujah Shabbat. It's different. But we're praying fast, all of us. So, you have to be with the minyan. Now, when you're not in minyan, your prayers, forget about it, they not go up.
So you could say don't pray?
Huh?
So you could say don't pray?
So I could say don't pray?
No,
Better than nothing.
but I can give you 100.
Why you people guys always taking negativity away and start to creating chaos for your you started creating chaos for your mind of your brain to make yourself crazy. Why? Listen to me. Okay, my prayer not accept Chas Shalom, so I'm not gonna put tefillin on ice also. It doesn't make sense? Doesn't make sense. I have to say, okay, let's say you say Chas Shalom, I'm not praying with minyan, or I'm a bad guy, whatever. But I will continue to pray. At least I'm doing something. Maybe one day I'm going to be Choser B'Teshuvah, maybe better and stronger, and I'm going to do more and more. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I should not pray. No. Even yourself, you have to pray anyway. But if you want to be accepted or pray better and higher, you have to be in minyan. If you could do, why not? And he's saying, and also you're doing very big tikkun and any cosmos and upstairs. You're doing very big tikkunim in the minyan. Yes, the minyan is a very big thing. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in the Zohar by himself said, he said one person pray by himself, it's not so good. You bring down there his prayer almost not so flying the way it's supposed to fly. In the minyan, how bad they are, that flex. Of course, if you're going to tell this minyan over there, everybody talking, nobody attention, nothing. That's bad too. But that's the reason I'm screaming and yelling always. People, please, people, please.
Said in his letter, no?
Huh?
Gaon Vilna said, this is talking to stay
Let's not understand in the wrong way what Gaon Vilna say. It doesn't mean whatever you think. People think, oh, Gaon Vilna said, if there is somebody talking to shul, don't pray over there. That's it. I'm patur. Everybody talking to shul. I'm gonna pray home. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. Because if one person talk or two person talk, still you have over there maybe another 15 or 13 people or 14 people still praying. No, putting attention. The rich shul, I know, they're really, they're like a bazaar vagzal. That's not so good. But you could make conditions. You make conditions also. Still, minyan is strong. You have to condition. What condition? If I'm here and if they're talking and almost nobody pays attention, so prayers, Hashem, accept my prayers, like I'm still with the minyan because it's not my fault. There's a couple of conditions to do that. If this is like this, if it's like this, no. But still, I will not. Today, Baruch Hashem, many shuls they are not talk. Okay, 1, 2 guys. It's not good at all. It doesn't mean it's good. But there is people putting attention. There is people listening. There is people saying, Baruch Hu Amen. Guys, I just want to tell you, we're so far from reality. We forget about. I say Kabbalah. Yeah, why I say Kabbalah? Why we teach you learning the Kabbalah? All this reason I'm doing why. To give to us, inside of us, fire of desire to want to know the Torah. Understand? To give us fire of desire of want to learn Torah. Understand what I'm saying? Because we're saying Kabbalah, let's put say in the Kabbalah one's place. Shulchan Aruch. Shulchan Aruch. Do you know when you're sitting in Shemona Esrei in the shul and you're praying, when you say Baruch Hu Shema Amen, if you're not making kavanah on what you're saying Baruch Hu Shema Amen, it's bad. You know that? I don't want to tell you, but it's bad. You know that? You know, Boria, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Or you don't understand what I'm saying to you? It's bad. You know that?
Not to say it.
Huh?
Not to answer.
Not to
not.
kavanah.
If you say Baruch Hu Shema Amen and you don't know on what you say, you heard you say name of God, and you finish say bracha, and you say Amen, you say Baruch Hu Shema Amen, you say that, but you don't know in what you say Baruch Hu Shema Amen. You listen or not listen, I'm saying to you. You getting or not? You not getting?
So what are we supposed to think?
No, the translation. The meaning why we said the Baruch Hu Shema.
Okay, but what are we saying? This is true.
You have to
This will
understand.
be true.
You have to understand the meaning of it. That's what you have to say.
Yeah, you don't understand what I'm saying to you. Baruch Atah Hashem Bonei Yerushalayim. You have to understand Bonei Yerushalayim. Now, he said Baruch Atah Hashem, I said Baruch Shmo, and I answered Amen. But I don't know. I just heard a voice. I just heard a voice. That's not good. When he said Baruch Atah Hashem, I said Baruch Shmo, and he said Bonei Yerushalayim, I have to know that I say Amen and Bonei Yerushalayim, Reuven. I have to know that I say Amen for Baracha O Bonei Yerushalayim. You understand? Okay, guys, then never mind. Still, being in minyan is very important. How much you could, do it. Come. Okay? It's very important. Now, continue. Look what is over here. After you say, Ahavdarach Kamocha, you hear me? Ahavdarach Kamocha, yeah? צריך כל אחד ואחד ממנו לכלול עצמו כאילו הוא איבר אחד מן החברים שלו. Oh my God. You have to say, love thy neighbor, like one of the part of his body, you are the one of his part of his body. Can you imagine yourself?
Who does it?
Huh?
Who can do it this time?
Again, what should I say? Are you patur?
No, I'm just
You
saying.
patur?
Big rabbi saying that it's hardest mitzvah to keep.
Huh?
Big rabbi is saying that's the hardest
I know. Nobody say it's easy. You know what I'm upset?
No.
I don't want to just, you know what I'm upset? We're not trying. That's all that was bothering me. That whole is bothering me. We're not trying. You see, one comes sleeping here, one comes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, one listening, listen that. You see, nobody trying to do the best. If I make a one mistake, me, or one time I came late, everybody jump on me. I didn't say you're not going to make mistakes. I understand that, but not constantly. Even sometimes constantly. But do you try my question? You understand?
Yeah, of course you have to try. Always have to try.
That's the whole thing. וללמוד ישראל מורי ז"ל בעניין זה, איזו חבר, אם איזה חבר חס ושלום שעומד בצרה, יש לו איזה חולה בביתו, או בניו ישתתף בצערו, ותפלל עליו. כן, בכל דבר שאתם... You see? He said also, you see what is after Kamocha? He said also, if you have a family, if your friend, yeah, your friend or family or somebody is sick, doesn't feel good, you have to pray for him in your prayers. Ask him, Hashem, give your fashlema. Pray for him. This also considered one of the after Kamocha you're doing for the person. Okay, well, you say you have it. I deal with.
This is easy part, I think, for praying for somebody.
גם מצדיקות תעניתי על ידי מורי, look over here now, look over here. גם אז תעניתי על ידי מורי ז"ל על עוון שאירע לי בימי חופתי. He also told him to make a fast, when he was in the chuppah, when he married, when he was in the chuppah, he made something wrong. אחר שנקשרתי והזריתי לבטלה. Well, happened to him, how you say discharge? How you say that?
Seminal mission.
Seminal? Say the Finnish word!
Seminal discharge.
Maybe. Seminal discharge happened to him. Okay? But why? Because his first wife, they saying, was doing with the witchcraft. It's a long story with that. It's a long story. He married twice. Once to make problem to him, and then he married second. It doesn't matter. We're not going to go. It happened, whatever happened to him. But Avon and look over here. Val Avon Kivud Avim. And also make a ta'anid fasting for the sin of Kivud Avim. He didn't do proper mitzvah. Huh?
Honoring of
Yeah, parents. Well, we all was in these failures. We all was in this very, very big time failures.
every day.
Big time failures.
Big time.
טוב. ועל יין נסך שהייתי עם ישראל אחד שנשתמד. Look what's happened to him. Even to him it's happened. You see, you never have to give up for the tshuva. He drink wine, nesech. Rabbeinu Marchu. He drink wine, not kosher wine. Not kosher wine? No. Maybe it's kosher wine. He said, he drink, maybe kosher wine. Okay, it became not kosher. How? If this wine was wine, real wine, if the Jew is not believe anything, and you're opening the wine, it became yain nesech. So he drink with that Jew, which he came out from the Torah, he drink with him wine. They told him to make for that fasting. וזהו אמר שהיה אז בא לעיר צפת ולחזור לדת ישראל, אולי היה לפנים, ואחר כך חזר לסורה הרע, ועל עוון הגאווה ועל הליצנות ועל שפיכת דם שידעת ועל ביטול קריאת שמע ותפילין. Well, Rabbeinu Ari, he already knew everything what the sin he did, so I told him to fix all the averot. He told them, the Rabbi Marco is his source soul is from the Chaim. You know, it's Chaim and Hevel. They had a lot of soul inside of them. So Rabbi Marco is source from Chaim. By the way, what Torah said? Chaim was Rasha, yeah? Mm-hmm. That we were looking at it. But you should know one thing. Cain, even he was Rasha, but he had a very big souls, inside of him, of Cain. Shimei Naftalion from Cain. Understand? Shul Gvurot, נקרא Ish. Because the Rabbeinu Marchu, his source is the Gvurot, it's a fire. His source is the Gvurot, it's a fire. לכן אני מתפעל מאוד ומתבהל מאוד מראיית המים. כי האש מכנסת תוך המים נכבה בבטלת, וגם לפי שהמזיקין יצאו מתולדות קין, לכן אני מתפחד מאוד מן המזיקין. Wow, it's unbelievable. He said that he's scared from the water also, Rabbeinu Marchu. Why he's scared from the water? Because if the fire a lot, you could
turn down the. You could take down the fire
Yeah,
with water.
you with the fire you could take down the water. You can make him drown. So it's like knock him out. And he also said he's scared also from the demons a lot. Why? Why? Because from the source of Cain a lot of demons come out. So he also scared from that. He said, I used to be scared a lot from this. Rabbi Mark was saying.
These people usually see them.
גם אמר לי כקין בסוד קציבה ציור מעשה וההבל הוא ההבל העליון של הפה שהוא דיבור חמשו של ההבל הוא רשלים ודברנים אבל אני להיות מן קין אינו דברן ובעל דברים ואין לי כל כך כוח הדיבור so I said to him whoever like to talk giving shurim those rabbis they source could be from heaven from the heaven side they know how to talk. But he was not such a big talker, kind of thing. He gave me another look, the time running. I want to give another time. I'm going to give another example about about him. One time he said, one Shabbat they were sitting together, yeah, and he saw in the forehead of Marchu, it's written down over there, Hichinu Kiseh Lechizkiyahu Melech Yehuda. He was reading in his forehead, Pasuk, prepare a chair for Chizkiyahu Melech Yehuda. Leorot Shenigla Binafsho. Why it's happening such kind of thing? The nefesh of Chizkiyahu HaMelech go inside the Marchu. תעשה שבת, ואחר כך, באותו יום עצמו כעסתי בביתי, ונסתלקה ממנו. Wow. When the nefesh go inside the Marchu, yeah, in Shabbat was nefesh of Chizkiyahu HaMelech. Then he had a fight with his wife, and she made him upset, and right away that nefesh of Chizkiyahu ran away from his body. Come out and left. You get my point? Huh? Then I made a tshuva, he's saying, that week. ובערב מוצאי שבת, השני ראה מורי ז"ל שהיו נדבקים בי בסוד תוספת שבת. רוחו של חזקיהו. And next Shabbat come the ruach of Chizkiyahu. After he made a tshuva strongly, come the ruach of Chizkiyahu. With time running, I know 10 o'clock already. I'm just going to tell you one thing, guys. I will finish with this. Look over here. There is a soul all over the place, you know that. Okay, there is a soul all over the place. And we learned a couple of times about, if you remember, I talked about the Gehinnom and Gan Eden. Which soul suffering? Most of the soul suffering when they don't have place to rest. Okay? And this place in our earth, it could be also souls of tzaddikim too. But they're not suffering. They're not suffering.
They come to help, wow.
But with this together could be, the soul of the evil people. They do suffer. You know what I'm saying? Now, how I connecting myself through those souls? How are you connecting? You know how you connect? For example, open the book, and I'm learning book of Rabbeinu Ari or Rabbeinu Marchu. Yeah? If I'm learning Lishma for the sake of Shekhinah Kedusha, yeah? And I'm studying, and I'm Mamash Lishma, this, that, there is no way this is the kind of thing that kind of his glory, his neshama, some part, that will come to me. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
You getting my point right now? Yeah? They coming to you. While they're coming to you, they're also saving you. I close the book right now. I open the internet. Or I open TV. And I'm watching movie, whatever. All the, how you call them? All the banditim of those neshamot,
Come on.
they coming to you now. You understand what I'm saying right now? Huh?
Yeah.
They coming to you now, making you problem. So it's everything depends to you where you connecting yourself. You understand? So the Marchu, he just explained to us, he was so close to Avodat Hashem in Torah, all the time used to come to him the Neshamot of Tzaddikim. All the time. And that's the way he used to learn more revelation, more revelation, more revelation, more revelation. Until they tell them he was Mashiach ben Yosef. Mashiach ben David, something like that, I don't remember already. Yeah, I think he said the Ari was Mashiach ben Yosef and Marchu was Mashiach ben David. I'm not sure already. So something was bringing the Geulah. That's the powerful they receive in the lifetime by learning something. And also I want to finish with this. I just remembering. He asked him. Rabbi Marchu asked the Ari Kadosh, and he told them, "Why are you telling me I'm such a high level? I'm such a high level. I'm such a high level." He's saying we are nothing. Shh. He's saying we are nothing. I mean, which guy before me was biggest tzaddikim, Tanaim, Amoraim, Tanaim, Nevi'im, and he told them like that. He told them the neshamot, the souls, they doesn't judge by how big they are. They judge like this: which generation you are, and in what time you are. He said our time, the strongest klipa right now, strongest klipa coming out. And this generation is saying, what we do mitzvah. For example, we learn right now, yeah? We learn right now Torah, all about it, listen to this. They will consider in the Shamayim like the yeshiva of the biggest rabbi they learn Torah. That's the highlight, that's the way they're going to consider. Why? It's two generations. You in this generation, such a kind of situation, you see the kind of learning Torah, with which kind of Torah? The Torah of Rabbeinu Marchu from the Ari took is the highest. You understand? Everything writing down, everything considering in your level and in your generation what you are. Because of that, you don't have to look yourself the lowest person or you're nothing. No. Always don't look back. Look further and try all your best. And try continuously go into the Torah with Masim Tovim. You understand that? So this way you're going to have more revelation. And again, my wish with you that one day you're going to come to me, you're going to tell me, again, not learning something fly. I always say that. Not something learn to fly in the air. Something learn that at least when you're holding something in your hands, any mitzvah, you know what you do with that. You know what I mean? You feel different. Because when you're going to know the power of the mitzvah through this, you're never going to go down. You're always going to go up. Hashem shigiu bracha all of you, parnasat tova, rufa shlema, aslacha, kol hayeshod, hands of Namar. Amen.